that was die hard for both us and the SDLP, as we said. That was 1988. We were exchanging papers. And Sean Farron, on behalf of the SDLP and myself on behalf of Sinn Féin, were tasked with taking a look at this room of A4 pages in which we just simply disagreed with each other to try to find some kind of point of agreement. As I understand it, as I remember it, there was at least 4 points of agreement in this kind of 12-line stack of A4 pages. 4 points of agreement. The key one carries us through to the Good Friday Agreement, and that is that we both agreed that both parties, but the people of Ireland, have the right to decide their own destiny. And it was that spark and that point of agreement, and that's why it's so crucially important. John Hume could have moved it on without involving himself with Sinn Féin, and he didn't have entirely unanimous support from within his own ranks. But he never backed off it. He looked to what's called now the modern phase of the peace process, in which it then started to take concrete form, and there was kind of written and joint and agreed kind of proposals going forward. And we were lucky with the point of a people like Mullen, who was prepared to take this. One of them is just describing there is Mullen gathered up all the political prisoners, all the Republican prisoners, and got them from England, as well as all the kind of prisons here in the north to the cash. And we were allowed in as a leadership meeting to discuss this with the prisoners. They were still political prisoners, they were only getting out of jail at that stage. But we were able to kind of provide the analysis and our belief that the peace process could actually work. And we got the endorsement of the prisoners on our side. I know there were some kind of engagements, but without exactly the same kind of results on the loyal side, but the facility was there. But we have to acknowledge, as well as like John Hume's priceless kind of contribution, we have to also recognise the contribution of people like Davy Irving, people like Dawn Purvis, representing the Loyalists. Brilliant people, brilliant politicians. And we also, and I answered a question from a journalist recently about that I think that David Trumbull deserved the Nobel Peace Prize. And I said that I did, and he was shocked that I said that. And I said, I tell you, I wasn't particularly impressed with the way in which he accepted the Good Friday Agreement initially. But I was very impressed with the way he returned again and again and again. Every time he made a deal with us, the Ulster Unionist Council, the 100 strong body, and we were telling him, well, I'm really ready. But he was, and they started kind of giving it names. The media were disparaging the Daphne principles. And this is white, the redoubtable woman again. You never get out of trouble. But Daphne was the one that was encouraging David, who was doing the right thing, and she knew it was the right thing. So, people would say, maybe comparing to John Hume and say, that David Trumbull deserved it. Well, I'm telling you now, forthrightly, he did deserve it. And what he went through and the impact that it had on his health and whatever tells you just how much of a price that he paid. So this narration here of the journey through needs to take all of that into consideration. You just need to know that there were many contributions. You need to know that there was a relationship between Mary Lewis making representation on behalf of the tenants of Craig. Martin McGuinness given leadership during the entire kind of length of the IRA campaign, and given direction and ensuring that that people always had a focus on strategic outcomes. And when it emerged that there was the possibility of talks, Martin McGuinness was leading the way. I mean, Bernie and the family are here today, but they know just how important that relationship was with Martin. That kind of leadership and that kind of imagination, courage, because you can make mistakes or with best of efforts, you're always going to deliver. But it soon became obvious that in fact we were part of an unstoppable momentum, and that people across the political spectrum, those who were Republican and those who weren't by any means Republican, were actually considering the options and the possibilities and perhaps offering opinions that were then coming down through all of the political parties. And I think that kind of sense of community ownership, and I mean, we as a party might describe it as that, but it actually applies to all the other parties, even if they wouldn't use that language. You know, they had invested in it, they've taken risks, and they've taken chances. They might even have signed up for it on the basis of it, they all the other failed initiatives. Well, they would be totally convinced that it was going to work, but they were prepared to give peace a chance. They must quote a song. But the point I'm making is that you could convince yourself that you're dealing with an implacable enemy. And the British government, in my opinion, would typify that in many kind of examples of their role in Ireland. But whenever Peter Druitt came out with a statement where he said that the people of Ireland, Britain no longer has any strategic or selfish interest in staying in Ireland, that was a hugely important statement. We waited as Republicans because we paid attention to it, and we waited, and a fortnight later he repeated it. In other words, Maggie Thatcher hadn't sacked him. In other words, Maggie Thatcher had endorsed it. And this was a statement that applied to every single British government for almost a century. In fact, it had its origins in the Napoleonic Wars, that it would never be in Britain's interest to withdraw from